Alright, hello folks. We are back for another M19 draft. Most exciting part of your day. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen this card in play, I'll say, but I'm definitely down to try out Palladium Moore's the Ruiner. Excuse me, the Ruiner. Doesn't look like we're missing out on too much in this pack. Meteor Golem is a fine card. Not something I'm going to take over Palladium Moore's. Seems pretty solid. Like you can hold it as a blocker, and it'll just be a great blocker if you're behind because I guess it hasn't dealt damage to anything. So as soon as you block once, it'll lose hexproof. But you're always guaranteed to get some decent value out of it. So I think I'll take that. Next best card in the pack is Electrify, and then probably the Golem and Pegasus Courser. So it's a reasonable pack. Not tried. I've tried a few of the other Elder Dragons, and want to give this one a try too. So let's go with the Palladium Moore's, see how this goes. Okay, well, I think this is a pretty easy pick. I think Luminous Bonds is probably the best, at least the best white common, if not the best common. So I'll happily take that. It's in our colors, which most cards are. So we're going to go with Luminous Bonds. Okay. So obviously with a card like Palladium Moore's, we're going to value dual lands higher than normal. So we'll keep an eye out for those. And cards like Manolith get better as well. We're in green, so we've got access to other kinds of ramp, but green doesn't really have any fixing per se in this format. So this is an interesting pick. I think my choice here is going to be Angel of the Dawn over Gasbark Twins. I do like Gasbark Twins quite a bit, but I think Angel of the Dawn is quite good, and I don't know if we need a 7-drop and a 6-drop in our first 3 picks. It's also possible that, we're kind of white-red splashing green, but it doesn't actually sound that great because white-red usually going to be pretty aggressive and not really wanting to splash. Another reason to take Angel of the Dawn here is we could just abandon Palladium Moore's, as sad as it would make me. I didn't actually notice Colossal Dreadmaws in the pack. I'm not really sure. I guess Colossal Dreadmaws is probably better than Gasbark Twins. Logically, it seems like it probably is. So that may be the pick over Gasbark Twins, but I think Angel of the Dawn is just a very good card. I think it's definitely better than Gasbark Twin or Colossal Dreadmaws. So anyway, a lot of talking there to justify taking that card. Okay, so now, no white cards that we're going to pick. There's only one white card, Knight of the Tusk, and he's very bad. So I think really our choices here, we could potentially take a Thud. I don't think I'm going to do that. That's kind of a card where you kind of need to make sure you're going to have the right deck for it. And I'm not necessarily interested in trying to make a deck around it. So I think I'll take Centaur Courser. I find the AIs generally draft these lands pretty low, so there's a chance we'll get back the Timber Gorge. But I do like Centaur Courser in these decks. He kind of does a few different things. He just fills out your curve nicely. He's, just a kind of, I would call him an efficient creature, but he's a reasonable creature. So I think I'll take Centaur Courser here. Alright, and now we have this pack. Really nothing exciting here in any color. Our colors or otherwise. Not sure what I want to take. Goblin Motivator is a good card. I don't know if I really want to play Goblin Motivator in the same deck as a Palladium Moore's. That seems wrong. But I think I'm going to take it in case we wind up just like straight white-red, like we get some heroic reinforcements or something like that. So I think I'll go with the Goblin Motivator and see where we go from there. Okay. Resco Swiftclaw is not an amazing card by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a fine card. So I think I'll take that. It's okay in white-red. If you've got a lot of ways to punch him through, then he's a 2-drop that's dealing 3 damage. Which is fine. Alright, I think it's an easy inspired charge here. Not a big fan of a Johnny's Welcome. If you really have a lot of life gain matters things, like maybe at least one, if not two, of the black-white uncommon, then I might start to look at that. But otherwise, I think this is the clear pick. Okay, so we could take a Oresco Swiftclaw here, but I don't really care about getting those. Like, there's a lot of 2-drops you can get. We could again be like a white-red splash green deck, or it could also just be like a white-green splash red deck. That sounds like a bit more reasonable place to play Palladium Moors. Either way, I think I'm gonna take Timber Gorge just to try to live the dream. I find I'm not a big fan of Goblin Instigator. In theory, it sounds like it's good in the Inspired Charge decks, but realistically, it's just like you're getting no mileage out of those tokens until you cast one of your Mass Pump spells. Like, it just 1/1 bodies. A lot of people are just playing 2/2s for 2 in this format and 3/2s and stuff like that. And so here I think I'd rather just pick up another dual end. Okay. I think I like Daggerback Basilisk more than Giant Spider, though I'll play either of them. So I think I'll just pick up Daggerback Basilisk here. He's good with Rapid Bite if we're so lucky as to get one. Daybreak Chaplain's not unplayable. I don't think I want another Goblin Motivator here. Very good chance we don't play the one we have, and I'm not going to play any of these cards. I guess we're more likely to play a Line Breaker than a whatever that disenchant is. Alright, so there's a Crucible of Worlds. Not a card we're super interested in, though that kind of applies to every card that we're looking at here. We could just take a Manolith, like I mentioned. It does help you cast your Palladium Moors both ahead of schedule and actually have the right colors for it. These cards here are kind of the ones I'm hoping I don't play. I think it's really unlikely we play Goblin Motivator. I think if you play Goblin Motivator and Manolith in the same deck, then they should just kick you out of the draft and make you start another one. So yeah, let's take a Manolith here. Not really an exciting card to first pick, not one I would normally first pick, but it is better than normal given that we've got the Palladium Wars. Alright, and pretty much a blank here. So if we are white-red, then Act of Treason is okay. Sure Strike is okay. I've already got copies of these that I don't want to play, so not looking to pick up another. I think I'll just take a Sure Strike, and we'll see. Alright, well, Luminous Bonds is a nice one. Hopefully we get back Timberline Gorge. Yeah, it's not really clear what our second color is. I think we're definitely white, though we don't even have a ton of white cards, but especially with Luminous Bonds, it's certainly going to start looking that way. I'd rather have the Timberline Gorge over the second Manolith. I think I want pretty much one Manolith in these decks. Yeah, I'll just take a third Luminous Bonds. It's good. I don't know what the theoretical limit is on the number of Luminous Bonds I play, but it's more than 2. Alright, so now we've got an interesting choice. So Drillmaster is quite good if you're aggressive, and it's white. Another option would be a Dreadmaw, but that would be putting us more into green, which I'm not sure we've got to make that commitment to yet. I think probably Dreadmaws generally, I'm going to prefer it, just all things being equal, to the Drillmaster, but I just don't know what our second color is yet, really. So I think I'm okay taking the Drillmaster. I think he's on a very slightly above average 2-drop. All right. So we have 3 different pieces of mana fixing here. We have the Gift of Paradise. So I said green doesn't have mana fixing. It's not true. Patently untrue. We've got the Gift of Paradise. Then there's the Manolith and then the Stone Quarry. I guess I'd always take Gift of Paradise over Manolith if I was green. Could also just take a Centaur Courser. I feel like we're in pretty good shape as far as our fixing goes, because we have Manolith and 2 dual lands, and I think we'll probably wheel 1 dual land. So we're not gonna, whatever our, like let's say our second color is green, probably the only red card we'll be playing is Palladium Moors, unless we get like an Electrify or a Lightning Strike or something, then we will consider that. But I think I like kind of filling out my curve here with some more dudes. And then this pack doesn't have anything really exciting at all in it. Don't think I'll play either of these. I guess maybe it's more likely I play the Talons, but I'm not too interested in that. And again, not too interested in these cards. I hope I don't have to play Dwarven Priest. So yeah, we're a little bit all over the place with our picks. I feel like it's, for the most part, been bad luck. We haven't just been seeing, I don't think we've been seeing a lot of just good cards really in any color. I think we passed, as far as like good cards we passed a Murder at some point, but that seemed like it was hard to jump into it in Pack 2 the way Pack 1 went. Yeah, hopefully I don't play the Loxodon Online Breaker, but you never know with the way the draft is currently going. Alright, I don't really want to play this guy. Every now and then Revitalize makes it into my decks, but it's usually the black-white decks. So let's hope it's not this one. Definitely don't want to play 2 Trumpet Blasts. I don't want to play 1 Trumpet Blast, in fact. It might be in a position where we're okay playing a Take Vengeance. I don't think we have any elves. This guy's hard to cast, and we're bizarrely still not committed to another color. We didn't get back our dual land, which was unfortunate, so we'd probably like to pick up 1 more Naya dual land. So hopefully that happens. We could pick up a Swiftclaw if we want to try to stick to the more aggressive plan. Just thing is, like, if you have an aggressive deck that doesn't come together, it's really hard to win. Whereas if you have a mid-range deck that doesn't come together, you can still kind of get there. I think I'll take the Take Vengeance. And we will still try to be a bit more mid-rangey. Alright, I think I like taking another Angel here. Angel's clearly better in the more aggressive decks. One nice thing about it, though, is it does give your guy Vigilance, so you get to still play defense. I do like the board as well, but I think the flying threat and all that makes it worth it. I don't think we're in the market for an Arcane Encyclopedia here, so I think we'll go with that. So there's a Naya land, like we mentioned, but I might just be more interested. Like, we don't have to have another piece of fixing. We've got enough. I think I'm probably in the market just for a Dreadmaw here. And then I think we're just going to be white, green, splashing the Palladium Moors. As a finisher. Alright, so that being said, I think we probably are going to take Swiftclaw over Highland Game here. I think Swiftclaw is a little bit better. We'll see about Daybreak Chaplain if he makes the cut. Ooh. How good is this guy in our deck? Not amazing. There's a few good cards for us here. It always seems like all the good cards are in the same pack. It's like you have two packs with absolutely nothing in them, and then you get a pack with 3 things, and you'll never get back anything good from them. So unfortunately, Swiftclaw doesn't trigger him, but We have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cards that trigger him. So I think unfortunately I'm going to be much lamer, and I'm just going to take Gallant Cavalry here. I don't think we really need to pick up a Rejuvenator. Our curve's not super high. He's not really fixing. There is a Naya dual land and a Rocks Oracle I wouldn't mind. Like I said, it's a good pack, but I think that just fits our curve a little bit better. Well, I'll take another Angel. I'm kind of fine just playing a bunch of those dudes. They do the trick. Alright, I like Stag quite a bit. He's a great 4-drop. And yeah, we're pretty close to just... mono white almost, really. Alright, how do we feel about Pegasus Courser? I think we feel pretty positively about Pegasus Courser. We got a couple Centaur Coursers. Let's go with the Swift Claws. Yeah, not much to say. I think definitely the best card in the pack. Maybe that'll let us... Yeah, I think we're definitely cutting these line breakers at this point. Yeah, I think we'll take Swiftclaw here. He's gonna at least replace the Daybreak Chaplain. Might not mind this 2-drop. I'm not gonna play any of the other cards in that pack. Okay. I think we'll happily take this dual land. And yeah, I don't think we should have too much trouble casting our Palladium Wars in this deck. Alright, take another dual. We'll play all 4 of these dual lands. And we don't have to play any mountains. Alright, so looks like we gotta cut 1 card. Probably have a relatively easy cut, I think, because I feel like we had some bad cards. Yeah, we have this Line Breaker. So what's our creature breakdown? So 17 creatures is pretty solid. We do have Dwarven Priest. He sucks. I don't think I want to play Dwarven Priest. It's a 4-mana 2/4. What can I do instead of playing a Dwarven Priest? Could just play Loxodon on Line Breaker. Is that really the only option? I don't think I want to play 6 2-drops in this deck. So I think that's probably going to be the pick. I never play Talons of Wildwood. And I don't think I'm about to start. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the Line Breaker over the Dwarven Priest. Then how's our mana look? We don't want to play a mountain. How do I get to land? So 7 green sources right now. Like, we really have very little green that we need. But our white's not super intense. Usually not playing this on curve or anything like that. So I think I'll just throw in a green source. I don't think we need to play a red source. Just like for our 6-drop. I think a green is fine. Just make sure we can cast our couple green cards on time. But I don't think we need to go up to 10 white sources or anything like that. Okay, yeah, I think our mana should be good. So we'll see how this goes. Be interesting with the Palladium Wars. Alright, I think we're interested in this hand. Be cool if we can pick up a 2-drop. We have quite a few in the deck. And our mana should be fine. So it's technically a 2-drop. We'll see what he plays. If he plays like a 4/3 or something, which he's not, then might just take Vengeance, this guy. Also might not. May just take Vengeance, whatever he plays off it. I think that's the route I'm gonna go. I think I'll just play the Drill Master here. Doesn't really do anything on this board, but he will be another creature for Angel of the Dawn, so it's something. Looks like we're getting a 6-drop thrown at us. Alright, Dreadmaw. So now we gotta decide, do we just Luminous Bonds this guy and hit for 2, or do we want to play Gallant Cavalry? Yeah, I think we want to Luminous Bonds this guy. And we're not really planning on doing any blocking. Looks like he's not at least dropping a 7-drop. Alright, he's got another Dreadmaw. So we'll be able to get that guy with Take Vengeance. Which means we probably just want to play Angel this turn, that way we can go Gallant Cavalry plus, even though we're not getting really the max value out of this. But we want to Take Vengeance the guy next turn. We're not going to be able to take Vengeance plus Angel. So I think I'd rather just get my 3/3 into play. And then we can do both of those next turn. Not maximizing our Angel here by any stretch. What does that little red thing mean? That looks. Take 6. Alright, that's not so bad. Could almost just play Swift Claw to try to block this 4/3. Because otherwise I guess we'd have to like trade the Angel, and we do kind of want to protect our life total. So I think I'm going to do the less mana efficient play here. And we'll play the Swift Claw just as a blocker. I don't really care for the way it tapped. Yeah. No, I guess we want to... Kind of trading 3 for 2 here. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do it. Our guys don't block his very well. I think I'd rather go for this play. This also gives us the... Well, we're going to have to draw another one of our Luminous Bonds here. I think we're just chump blocking. Nothing gives us trample, right? Don't really want to go to 3. We do have a lot of Luminous Bonds in the deck, so that's the only good news. Alright, here I think I'll just play Gallant, attack for 3 and play Gallant Cavalry. Does have black in his deck, so I could worry about like a Fell Spectre. I think I'll just keep chump blocking this boar, unfortunately. Alternatively, what do we do? Let's say he doesn't play anything, then maybe this is the turn to take the hit for 7 here. Because at least we get the use out of our Angel of the Dawn. So we can do both. Not that we're really getting that much mileage out of it, but I think we're just smashing. Maybe not with the 4/2. No, I think I'll attack with the 4/2. He gets to make that trade, but then that guy doesn't get to be involved in other double blocks, and I think his blocks on all the other guys are not that good. So he's just going to chump block. Then he's going to gain 2. He's actually like somewhat close to dead. really matters which one we block with. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Do this, and we'll play Palladium Ores. Alright, we get sick animation too. Alright, it's just conceded. Alright. So, had to do a little bobbing and weaving, but we got there. And we'll get platinum this draft. Alright, our hand's a little bit awkward in terms of the mana, but I'm going to keep it. So we'll leave the Stone Quarry in case we draw untapped green and we get to play our 2-drop. Alright, don't mind seeing the Hawk. I don't see any reason that we need to attack here. The Starcrown Stag will help us punch through. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and play the Stag here. And if he plays any other kind of blocker here, then we get to Luminous Bonds it and get in for 6. This makes me think we're going to get him for 6. Yeah, things seem to be going well here. I guess he must be missing a second color if he's not doing anything here. So there's this red. But hopefully it's too late. I mean, it's not bad. Ooh, I like that draw. That's almost the best we could hope for. So now we get to tap down, I guess. That one. He's still going to take 4 here. Sure. Yeah, I don't hate that. I do not hate that. I think we'll just play this and we're just going to tap down his 3/2. That way he can't trade for the Stag. He can do a double block. Maybe he can have some kind of combat trick. Sure. So he gets to eat that guy. But he's at 2 now. And he's only got 1 flyer. And we have 2 lethal threats and a luminous bond. So gotta like our position here. So he's got his own angel. So what's attacking? I can't tell what's attacking. Oh, this guy's attacking. I think I'll block. I don't think it matters. All right, 2-0. So almost platinum. And we get some reward. All right, how exciting. It's Murky Lover 95. Yep, I'm in for this hand. Seems like that's a good draw too. Not something you often say about the line breaker. Let's see if he wants to enchant it. No. If Oresco Swiftclaw is just playing defense this game, that's fine. See what he does this turn. I got 4 different options next turn. Seems like an Essence Scatter could be in our future. I'll just play Manolith. Yeah, I think I'll play a Manolith. I guess he's got cancel, huh? It gave him a second to pause there. So I think I'll just play Loxodon on Line Breaker. He's going to have to cash in that cancel at some point. I guess that point is not this point, though. Oh, no, okay. Maybe Revitalize. It's just what he had. Though he could have cast that last turn, so... Didn't. Yeah, he's just leaving cancel up. Alright, let's see if he wants to counter a Centaur Courser. He is thinking about canceling the Centaur Courser. You can really tell a lot by... This guy's not uncounterable, is he? By what... how the interface works. Well, I don't really want to run the Angel of Dawn into his stuff here. I might just play the Oresco Swiftclaw. And pass. I don't think I'm mind gaming myself here. I think he does have cancel in his hand. Well, maybe now it's worth just getting this Angel of Dawn countered, because we got 2 big things that we can start playing as soon as next turn, so we'll get canceled now. So I think he's probably also got Essence Scatter in hand. Or no, so he had an Essence Scatter. I think he's also got a cancel. It's possible he doesn't. But that would mean I think the only way he doesn't if it's like he just was sitting on that Revitalize and just didn't cast it for some reason. Do I want to trade some dudes here? Maybe I just want to attack. So we'll trade this guy for this guy, this guy for this guy, and this guy for this guy. We don't have the Angel anymore, so... Alright, let's do it. I don't know why you'd block the 3-2 instead of the 3-3. I think he'll probably realize this. Okay, well. I have a 3-3 instead of a 3-2. Alright, willing to bet. And for some reason he didn't want to trade off this guy, which I find strange. So let's see if I'm right. I think he's going to cancel this. There it is. I knew I wasn't crazy. So that means we're going to be in pretty good shape when we draw the 6th land here. Alright, Sif's not bad. Hopefully it doesn't draw another cancel. But how many cancels are you going to play in a deck? Come on. I think I'll start with Dreadmaw. Both of them are pretty threatening things to have on board. This plays around another counterspell, or I'd say more likely like a Luminous Bonds. Because he wouldn't necessarily cast Luminous Bonds because his board was dealing with ours pretty well. And, I mean, he's also seen a bunch of new cards too. Alright, or a Dwindle, I suppose. Ooh, that's a good one. So let's just go ahead and drop Palladium Wars. And, alright, he doesn't draw any cards, so that's good news. We'll have to kill him quickly, but not like insanely quickly. I don't know that we need... If we Luminous Bonds the wall, then basically we start hitting him for 9 a turn. Yeah, I think we'll Luminous Bonds the wall. And then he'll make this trade. Take 9. And then we'll pass. And hopefully he doesn't have a way to deal with Palladium Wars. That'll be unfortunate. Alright, so he draws 1 extra card off it. So far, it's just cycled. Yeah, that's not fun. And he's got the Dwindle. Alright, now we're in bad shape. When you don't have a clock out and they've got Patient Rebuilding, you're in trouble. And I guess we got a couple Angels. I think one, yeah, a couple Angels. Or no, 1 Angel. Alright, stags a card. He's got an instant. Yeah, we're pretty much just dead here. Patient Rebuilding is quite the magic card. So we'd have to like win this turn, and he's gonna get an Essence Scatter back. Alright, we lose. Yeah, I don't think there was much we could do there. We did correctly play around the cards in his hand, I think, and it didn't matter. Okay, I'm in for this hand. Don't mind drawing a Luminous Bonds. Got the Bane of the Swiftclaw here. Looks like 1 top, 1 bottom. Probably just gonna get down a courser next turn. Yeah. We'll make this trade. Not sure what there is to think of. That's why we play the moment speaker. Yeah. And we'll just play a courser. Not gonna be able to cast Palladium Wars next turn anyway, so. Another nice thing too is if we draw. I was gonna say if we draw an untapped land, then we can go Manolith plus Swift Claw, but we might want to just play our tap land anyway, just so we can have Palladium Wars next turn. If we can get Palladium Wars on the battlefield, I would think Blue-Red's got a tricky time dealing with it. So hopefully we're going to see. Alright. Now we also have to actually draw land, which we didn't. But we will take out the 5/5. Attack for 3. And then play our Swift Claw. The fact that he just immediately tapped out for his 5-drop makes me think he probably doesn't have a counter spell in hand. But hard to say for sure. It doesn't seem to be wanting to leave up counter magic. In fact, when I was way to tap his blue, so he had Lightning Mirror in hand. Makes sense. I don't think we want to Luminous Bonds that. Are we willing to just make both of these trades? I think we kind of are. He may not block with his Lightning Mirror. He may think he wants to keep it, but he might also. Jeez. That's not cool. This Pegasus Courser can get us around some blockers and stuff, but not a fun card to lose to. He didn't draw any cards off it. He is sitting on just like a million cards in hand. He's not really playing as if he's got counter spells. Alright, he's got Dwindle. Well, that's a land. Every turn counts with Patient Rebuilding out, so I'm not happy it's a tap land. We're definitely just going to have to run it out next turn, even into a bunch of open mana and cards in hand. Just not gonna have time for games with the Patient Rebuilding going. Alright, so he gets a card off the Patient Rebuilding. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and get Palladium Ores down. So he's drawn a couple cards. Like I said, there shouldn't be a lot of answers to Palladium Wars. Blue-red, once it's on the battlefield. If he attacks with the Sea Serpent, I assume there's no way he's just like activating that. I mean, he's got 7 cards in hand, so he probably wants to do something. I mean, we're at 19, so what sort of game plan is that? Sleep. Okay. I'll sleep. Just buy him a little bit of time here. Alright, let's... Doesn't really matter what we start with. Let's play the Gallant Cavalry. Looks like he's got Essence Scatter ready to go. Maybe not. And we'll play Take Vengeance. Or maybe he doesn't have... I think he would have Essence Scattered there, so maybe he's got Disperse or Anticipate. Disperse would make sense. So I guess he wasn't interested in dispersing his guy. Anticipate would also make sense. Alright, he had some instant that he doesn't want to play. Maybe a Sure Strike? I guess that would make sense. So hopefully he's just going to play a bunch of creatures or something this turn. What does that do? Alright, well we got him that time. So I guess he didn't have Disperse. I was actually contemplating, in case of Disperse, playing both Luminous Bonds on his guy. Which would be a sort of funny play. Because probably it was the only thing that would beat us at that point. But we didn't have to worry about that. Alright. Similar hand to many we've had so far today. It's quite good. This is a nice combo. So definitely going to keep. I'm going to say green blue deck. And the Omen Speaker's just everywhere. Let's just hope he doesn't also have Patient Rebuilding. That would be my preference. He's got the 2/2. Yeah, and I think we just get down Pegasus Courser here. I guess I was going to say Courser, but we've got 2 Coursers. Do we block if he attacks with the Greenwood Sentinel? Yes. Kind of interesting what we want to do here. I think we just play Courser and attack with these 2. And he can get a hit in with this guy. This only pumps guys power 4 or greater. So let's go ahead and attack. And then we'll play Courser. So he'll be able to hit us for, 5, but these other guys shouldn't be able to attack. And then we can like take Vengeance his dude next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Just makes it better. And he's got another 2-2. So yeah, it's also shuts off his ramp as well. And I think we'll get in with these guys. We are stuck, unfortunately, on mana. I guess he missed his land drop too? Yeah, because he played the bear the previous turn off 4 mana, then didn't play a 5th land. Dagger, or Oaken Form, I should say. Alright, it's okay. We've got removal all day. We will continue to 2-for-1 you. Guessing he's got some expensive cards stuck in his hand. Alright, I mean, it's pretty good, but he's not going to have a million turns. Is there any reason to attack with the Courser? I don't think so. Gonna put him to dead next turn, and I guess may as well get the line breaker down. I'm not seeing anything that the Basilisk is doing in particular over having that extra power. So as long as he's just got a creature, we win. All right, we ranked up. Look at that. Platinum got there. Got a card. Oh my god, Trove of Temptation. So 4-1 now. Let's keep it going. Alright, this hand seems like it sucks. Because this guy is not going to be good unless we draw a forest in the first 2 draw steps. Take Vengeance does help it. But then Angel of the Dawn, not looking to be more than 5 mana 3/3 flyer, and Palladium Ores requires drawing a couple lands. I think we're better off going to 6 here. Alright. Yeah, I think we want that. I think it's okay. Alright, our opponent has a not very good card. Let's see if he can just pump it to 2/2 right away. Nope. Alright, good draw. Because that's going to make our curve pretty nice now. Because now we get to go play a turn 3 Centaur Courser and then locks it on Line Breaker. I don't see a reason really to make this trade, especially with the Angel in hand. Our guy's he's got potential. This card is a lot less threatening than Patient Rebuilding, if you're not aware of that. Sure. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play Line Breaker and pass. He can do a double block, and then I'm basically trading my Courser for his 2/2, and I think I'm just better off. I don't think he's got a counterspell in his hand the way his priority passes have been going, and so now that we've got the 5th land for the Angel, I think playing it this way is the way to go. Oh my god, it's the 3rd time we played against it this draft. So now we're just going to jam. And his blocks are a lot less good. Maybe he makes this trade. He'd have to trade both of these guys for my Line Breaker. Alright, so at least we're applying some pressure. The Take Vengeance is not looking particularly good right now. So he gets a card off of Patient Rebuilding. I guess this is pretty turbocharged milling here. Yeah, this card is ridiculous. Sure. Just need to try to kill him ASAP. It's possible. I think we're just jamming here. And we gotta play Manolith in case we draw our big boy. I assume he probably makes this trade or he double blocks. I think it'd be, generally speaking, wiser for him to just trade for the 3/2. Okay, looks like he's got a spell, so it's bad news for us. At least we gotta kill that though. I didn't think about the mana here, but I think we do just have to kill that thing. So hopefully we don't draw our 6-drop next turn, it'd be awkward. Alright, he draws a card. And he's milling this rather quickly. What, like 7 cards a turn? 8 cards a turn counting our draw steps, so we gotta kill him fast. Oh, max punished. Maximum punishment. So obviously we're jamming. I mean, I think we made the right play. That's just how it goes sometimes. Oh, so he's gonna mill us. We just die now. He just mills the rest of our cards. Because now he draws, and then, yeah. So even Palladium Wars wouldn't have mattered. Good game. Stupid, rare, stupid. At least I can't go below platinum. I think we can keep this hand. Not very good if he's a slow deck, like a Patient Rebuilding deck, for example. but it's pretty reasonable against a faster deck. We're gonna have to, I think, hope to draw a little bit of early action, but I don't think it's worth mulliganing. Alright, well, will likely be something to do next turn. We can take Vengeance set. Maybe he'll put an aura on it. Alright. Yeah, I'll just take Vengeance set. Be nice to draw any kind of creature we can play next turn. Too much to ask, but at least we got our 6th land. I'm not going to use my Luminous Bonds on that. And so then our play order is basically going to be Angel of the Dawn on an empty board, into Dreadmaw, into another Angel of the Dawn, barring any draws that change things. Let's see if he's got the Murder ready to go. Looks like he doesn't. No block. Sure. No Essence Scatter, please. Looks like he's got it. Alright, Divination. Tap land is for 2. I think I'll just play 2 guys here. It's good with my Angel. Yeah, I guess we just play Manolith plus Luminous Bonds plus attack. He's at 35 life. Maybe attacking is not really the priority here. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and Luminous Bonds this guy. Sure. Alright, well, we'll just play these 2 guys and pass. And then Angel of Dawn's gonna be pretty good. Another 4/4. Alright, so I guess we're just bashing for 6, and we'll attack with the Basilisk as well. I won't attack with just the Knights. I can fly. I guess maybe probably what we should have done was flew one of the Knights and then just attacked the Corsair and be happy to trade off. Might have been wiser. Alright, steadily getting him closer to starting life total. We still have 1 Angel in the deck, would be a good draw. He's got 5 cards in hand, so bad news. We got a lot more creatures on the battlefield, so... Rise from the Grave on his Angel. That doesn't really bother me that much. something like this. That seems good. I'm glad he doesn't have his guys who'd make that guy pink for 3 a turn in play. Go attack with the Courser here. And definitely going to trade our Angel for his. Ish. Okay, it slows him down a little bit. But it's going to be a bit hard to win this one. You can just drain us, and then you also can have additional things to do. So he's basically taking 3 a turn. Sure. He's got the hired blade. I may have almost drained us instead of doing that. Ugh. Alright, well, not like my odds now. Obviously got a block, but kind of doubt it matters. Not sure what clean answers we have to Bolus. It's not one of them. Alright, we lose. Alright, so what was our record? 3-3, 4-3, 3-3, 4-3. 4-3. Alright, well, at least we had a winning record. And let's go ahead and open our pack. See if we get something amazing. We don't. Alright, cool. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you had fun. Thought it was a cool draft. Patient rebuilding is some bullshit. Catch you next time.